Alright, here we go. Le Mans Ultimate, first playthrough. Let's see what we've got. So, 0 playtime. This is literally the first time I've opened this game. Fresh install, restalled my PC, shut down any unnecessary background tasks. Just because I know it's a bit buggy, let's see if that helps it run better. So, tedious first time launch stuff. Quicker than I was expecting. Good. So what I'm going to say about this is I am a rubbish driver. So I don't know if my opinions on handling and so on will be of much use, but I'm kind of curious to see, you know, how does the game run? How does it feel? Okay, online unavailable. I'm on a wired connection, so I have no idea why that would be. Let's skip that step. And let's choose beginner, because I am rubbish. But I don't want auto shifting. Oh, do I not get a choice? Okay. Cool. Well, I don't want all the assists on, so let's hope we can tailor that in a minute. Alright, so straight out the bat, any button to start, but it hasn't recognised my wheel, so none of the buttons on my wheel work, which is not great. Controllers are not able to navigate through menus, including the pause screen. Okay, so that's on their roadmap, they know about that, that's something they're planning to fix. Okay, so let's dive in. Cool. Alright, so it sounds like it all sort of kind of should work, despite my initial button press not being registered. Okay, so basically you can't navigate the menus using your wheel. You're going to need a mouse or something. I'm not going to go to Circuit to the South because it's long and difficult and I am rubbish. Let's go somewhere that I know reasonably well and is not that challenging just to get around. And I'm going to start a GTE because I know I'm rubbish, so I'm going to start with slower, hopefully more controllable cars. I think I would quite like to drive an Aston Martin Vantage. Cool, let's have it in orange. Oh no, hang on a minute, there are other options. Alright, there's a Corvette. There's a Ferrari. There's a Porsche. Okay, so Porsche's got a reputation for trying to kill people. I've never had a good time driving Ferraris in the past. I don't like American cars. Sorry, America. Let's try the Aston. I'm only kidding. I don't not like American cars. I just don't like American cars. Okay. So it's a 4-hour race, but I've got it set at 60x. So that should hopefully be a lot less than 6 hours. Alright. God, this is not going to go well. Okay, loading times are not great. This is installed on an NVMe drive, so can't really go a lot quicker on the storage front. Chug-de-chug. God, some music to cover the silence wouldn't be bad though. So, to be fair, I've watched a few different influencers' opinions on this. And their videos, you know, the graphics look good. The sound is amazing. But very, very mixed opinions on the overall quality of the game. I did have a look at the release notes and the known issues list, and it is long. So the fact that I've managed to open it and get this far without a crash or finding a bug, I'm kind of pleased about. Ah, 2%, come on, come on, come on. Want to get in, want to race. Oh my god, all of that loading and it's taken me to the next menu. Jeez, and I still can't navigate. So let's hope that when I Hang on a minute, what's in the setup page? All time's ticking, okay. Cool. Alright. Do you know what? I'm just going to go with... Oh, hang on, water... Tape or no tape? Dear God, this is a whole new world. Alright, let's have a look. Let's just get out and hit drive and see what we get. Alright. Picked up my wheels, picked up my pedals. Ooh, that frame rate is choppy. I might have to turn... Oh, I didn't turn on VSync, so my variable refresh rate monitor is not variable refresh rate right now. Okay, and this FOV is horrible. Okay. Right, I'm not allowed out there then. Ooh, those brakes feel a little bit slidey. Oh. Okay, that wasn't me being rubbish. Somebody bumped me. I felt a bump. I thought I'd maybe overcooked the accelerator, but no, just another driver. Okay, so early impressions of how it feels to drive. Bearing in mind I'm going very gently, very gingerly, because everything I hear is these cars do want to kill you. Okay, I mean, this feels alright. Force feedback is working, and I'd like it to be a bit stronger, but it's definitely there. I can feel when the car is starting. So yeah, there's a nice little bit of bite coming in there as you start to hit the grip. Then you get just enough feedback to let you know that it's about to lose it. God, I'm so not used to multi-class, this is going to confuse the life out of me. So I'm just going very gingerly with all my inputs at the moment because I haven't driven very much ACC, I'm not familiar with GT cars, and I'm fully expecting that if I just slam the brakes it's going to kill me. In fact, let's try. So let's just hit the brakes. Okay, no, in a straight line, braking is not a problem. Okay, so one thing I am noticing is graphically the anti-aliasing is virtually non-existent, and all of that shimmering of stuff that is not aliased is a little bit disconcerting. Not on the highest resolution screen, but it is 1080, and I don't see this in other titles like AC. So I might dive out in a minute and just see if there's some graphical settings I can change. Yeah, you see these guys? I'm just not used to having to watch out for people that much faster. Jeez. Okay. Oh, okay. Right, and there's... So I see what some people are saying about the grip kind of not really being there, in terms of the feedback. So when I wasn't really trying to push the car, yeah, it's all very progressive and you can kind of feel it. As you try and get closer to pace, although we got a little bit of a stutter there, as you try and get closer to some kind of reasonable pace, that feedback just isn't there in the same way. And I reckon my brake bias is a bit too far back because that just wanted to turn me around. Now the trouble is I haven't looked at the controls, so I have no idea what anything does. Alright, so what I did here is 3 does the virtual mirror. Okay. Triangle does my windscreen wiper. Circle looks back. X changes view. That's a really horrible button mapping. And there's only 3 views, okay. The square turns my headlights on and off. Oh, hello. Right, speed limiters on R2. That's pit stop is R1. Oh, crap. Was looking at buttons, not watching where I was going. Okay, so the D-pad is doing some let's see what's in the pit stop stuff. Select looks left, start looks right. Sorry, my driving's terrible because I'm not actually looking at where I'm going. Cool, I feel like I'm missing some buttons. Let's have a look. The buttons I never touch. R3 changes the HUD mode down there. Okay. Aha, right, okay. So the electronics are here. God, I don't even know what half this means. Thanks, my dude. I know I was going slowly, but seriously? Oh, oops. My bad. Alright. So, brake bias 57 down to 43, so it's a limited range. And I have no idea which one's which. Horrible rejoin. And now the frame rate becomes awful. What's happened there? Okay. So, setting the brake bias to an extreme, I'm soon going to find out. Okay, I've definitely got some damage because I can feel vibration through the wheel. Okay, so 43 is brake bias all the way to the back because that just spun me as soon as I applied any decent amount of brake pressure. So let's set it at the opposite end and let's see what we get. Oof. Yeah, this this frame rate is not making me feel happy. I'm going to go in and try the VSync thing in a minute and see if I can get my variable refresh rate locked in. Okay, so that makes it feel a lot more stable on braking. This vibration is horrible, so I'm going to head into the pits, get rid of that. Okay, so there's my pit box. Cool, alright. Well, that's okay. Okay, so actually, if you don't stop on your marks, they'll drag you back to where you should be. That's quite cool. Alright, let's get some anti-aliasing on, see if that feels a bit more comfortable. And then it's selected some very sensible settings for my hardware. You know, I was kind of watching the frame rate out of the corner of my eye. 100 FPS with 99s at about 70, so it's a very, very reasonable setting that it went for. Do you know what? Monza's Monza. Yeah, fine. Now I kind of understand how the cars feel. Let's try Spa. And let's go nuts with an LMP2 and see how horrifically that goes. Alright, so only one brand of LMP2. I remember this. Oh, number 80. That's my number. Okay. Alright. Let's have a little look and see what Spa is like. Oh, I'm going to need my mouse still, aren't I? Yeah, so I really hope they sort out the being able to control menus and stuff on the wheel, because I hate sims that don't do that. I seem to remember R-Factor 2 being the same. They just expect you to have a mouse and keyboard nearby for anything that isn't driving. Oh, these waits are going to be killer. Can you imagine multiplayer? The amount of time you're going to spend waiting for matchmaking, and then you're going to wait this long for this. Yeah, they need to optimise this. That is going to kill multiplayer, I reckon. Okay. Alright, so anti-aliasing is on, but I've got to be honest, that doesn't look loads better. Oh, God. Alright, these cars don't have very much steering. God, this feels so different. I'm a bit scared. Yeah, this feels a bit different. Dear God, that's fast. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so the force feedback, when you lift off, you feel the wheel suddenly gets very, very heavy. So right now it feels kind of okay. It's tight but not ridiculous. And then it's light again. I'm a bit confused about what the feedback's telling me, actually. Ooh, okay. Right. Powerful. And the traction control is not doing a lot to stop you killing yourself when you put your foot down. Likewise, the steering is weird. There's a lot of resistance to turning the wheel, so you kind of feel like, oh, I'm starting to hit the soft lock, but you're really not. In the pits, I think this car maybe has 180 degrees of steering. That's what it kind of felt like when I was trying to get out of the pit box. Again, I'm being very, very gentle with my inputs here because I just don't know how to drive these cars. God, and it is scary with other cars on the track in different classes. Well, I suppose I didn't really get it with GTEs, but at some point I'm going to come up against slower cars. Did I just miss the brake boards there, or do they not have distance markers on that approach to the bus stop? No distance markers here. Really feels like this car does not want to turn. So I'm talking a lot less now because this feels like it needs a lot of concentration, because that steering gets real heavy real quick. And again bumped from behind by the AI. What are they expecting of me? Okay, so you can tell the traction control's quite heavy. Oh my God, he's done it. Another one's done it. I know I'm not exactly driving a line and staying out of the way, but their awareness is pretty poor. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so clearly I've got some damage because I'm feeling that vibration in the wheel again. Okay, so it's not soft locked at 180. It just is very, very heavy. So I don't know if the real life LMP cars have power assisted steering, but this definitely feels like it's not got power assisted steering, because it just gets so heavy when there's some load on it. Got to say, I love the way the handling feels. I mean, I know I'm not a good driver and not doing these cars justice, but overall it feels pretty good. Oh, I'm loving the wind sound. So many games miss that, I think. It's the wind sound. There are the... Okay, so the brake boards are just further out than I was looking for them. Yeah, the wind sound. So lacking in so many sims. And it really does give you that sense of, okay, I'm going fast now.
Lap 2:43.02.
That button to get to this one. Okay, I've got to say I'm not loving the button mapping for this, because so on the T300 that's what, L3, which is actually mounted at the bottom of the base on the right hand side, so it's kind of not really to hand as such, and it means I have to drive left-handed, which doesn't feel particularly good to me when I'm just trying to look through the HUD. Also, that anti-aliasing setting doesn't really seem to have helped very much. God, I've just seen the time differential. 33 seconds off the pace. I really hope that's to the hypercars and not other cars in my class, because frankly, that would be a touch embarrassing. Alright, let's prop that brake bias forward a touch. I have to say, the damage thing is annoying as hell, but I love that it is giving me so much information saying, your car is broken. Your car is definitely broken. Because at every step of the way I'm just getting this vibration through the wheel. So something's obviously rubbing a wheel somewhere, or oops. What I am missing is any kind of information about where the damage is. But I guess if they're going for the what would you have access to in the car, you're not going to know. You're just going to feel, oh, something's wrong. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I didn't know my pit box was there. Are you going to drag me all the way back? What are you going to do? No, I'm too far away. Oh, and the steward's telling me off for going the wrong way, but... Oh, they pushed my car sideways. That's new. Alright. So let's see how much they've patched me up. Oh, what? Oh, so that vibration, was that damage or was that tyre wear? Because it's saying here there's no damage to... Oh, I've just had my damage fixed. Stop go for speeding in the pit lane? I was on the limiter, wasn't I? Oh no, apparently not. Oops. Okay, the vibration's still there, so I don't really know what's going on here. Also, my slow driving there just caused some other dude to smash off at the end of Eau Rouge. Another example of a time when the AI just were not very aware of their surroundings. Because I got the blue flag, so presumably he knew there was a blue flag. Headlights, oh okay, the headlights got different settings. Oh, that's easier to see. And clearly that 60x speed thing is working because, well, now it's night time. God, that vibration is hideous. So all those turn 1 incidents, you really are going to live with the consequences of those for the whole race. Oh, unless, hang on a minute. Right, let's just pause over here a minute. Oh wow, you can choose new tyres per wheel. And have a mix of wets and mediums. That would be absolute carnage. So again, driving is currently terrible because I'm looking at what's going on my HUD rather than what's going on the track. Okay, so my last pit stop I maybe didn't change tyres and that might be why I've still got this vibration. I'm hoping it's that because this would get really tedious really fast in a full length race. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. I'm beginning to see why even some of the seasoned YouTubers are saying this game is a challenge. It's not a challenge until you actually try and drive at anything close to a competitive speed, and then it starts getting real hard real fast. Where's my speed limiter? Oh. They're very insistent the car has to be in the right spot. They won't service it if it's slightly at an angle. Which in all seriousness probably means that it's quite important to get your pit stops, you know, get your car nicely lined up and in the box. So what's going on here? Oh, it's a 10-second stop go. But what are we waiting for here? That felt like it took way longer than it should have done for a set of... because it's GTs, isn't it? How long does a tyre change take on a GT car? I'm so used to AC where it's just like instant if you're... unless you're doing it mid-race. And I've got another penalty for speeding in the pit lane. How? Forgotten what button the speed limiter was on as well. That one. Right. Yeah, these cars are not very good at being aware of what's going on around them. When cars are driving, not as you might expect them to. Let's go that route. I'm loving those reflective surfaces at the side of the road though, that's very cool. Oof. Yeah, okay, I suck. But I am really enjoying this. This is... Even though I suck, I'm enjoying how this feels to play. Yeah, this is good. and the feedback is giving me enough information to save stuff like that. Now, I'm normally really rubbish at catching stuff. Like even in the MX-5s on AC, I'll often be well off the road before I've got enough information to know that I should have been counter-steering. You kind of have to really anticipate that you need to counter-steer. On this, I feel like I'm getting just that little bit more warning. Like there, I could just feel that starting to go. And I don't know if that's force feedback or if it's what I'm seeing on screen. But that aspect is definitely easier to deal with. Whoa! And then that happens. Wow. Oh, this is not a nice place to be. Ugh. Come on, forwards. There we go. Okay. Oof. Oh god, right, okay. So my next observation is about awareness, which is I can't see anything that's not in front of me or behind me. There's so little awareness to the sides. Okay, now look, the speed limiter is saying it's on, and I'm doing like 30 kph. So let's have a look and see if I get another stop go, because I'm not understanding how I got those last two penalties. Pit limiter is activated when you cross the line, and deactivated when you cross the line at the other end. Do they deactivate it after you stop? Okay, so pit speed limiter still active. 60 kph. If I get a penalty this time, I'm really not sure why. It must be on the exit. Alright. Fuji. I haven't been to Fuji since Gran Turismo 4. Let's give that a try. In a hypercar. Okay, so we've got the Cadillac. Got the 499p. Glickenhaus, that's a pretty looking car. Peugeot. Yuck, what have they done with that? Porsche, Toyota, and panel. No idea. Let's try the Toyota. All right, here we go. So. Oh, this will be one of those bugs I've heard all about. So, so the menu hasn't closed, but it has put me in game. Cool. What do I do? Let's just force close it. And try again. So let's try again with Fuji and let's see if we can get in this time. So what do we choose? A hypercar, chose the Toyota. Let's just do all the same stuff and see if I get the same issue. All right. Okay, so clearly that's the game's been open too long and we're gonna have a bit of a hissy fit moment. Ooh. Jesus, these things are so powerful. The engine's just barely ticking over doing 60 kph down here. Almost sounds like the engine's not on. Oh, hello. Hello. Cool. That was interesting. And I've completely forgotten what circuit I'm at and everything about how the turns go, apparently. Whew. Yeah, this one's spicy. You just give it just slightly too much accelerator and it is very keen on the idea of you dying. Oops. Alright, I'm really not watching where I'm going. I'm looking far more at stuff down here. God. Alright, there is a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Alright. Oh, that noise. Love it. Oh, hello. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't know where I'm going. I missed a turn. I didn't even realise I've missed a turn. I looked at the map and suddenly I'm in no man's land. With no idea how I've got there. Oh god, it's been way too long. Also, GT4 is maybe not the best experience for learning a track for this monster of a hypercar. It's really deceptive because the sound tells you that the car's not working at all, and you look at the speedo and suddenly you've like jumped by 60 kph. Oh, that wind noise again. Love it. Okay, so hard to know where the apex is because I can't really see that side of the car. Now, so the force feedback on this car compared to the others, crap, is almost non-existent. What I do like though is I could hear the rear tyres spinning up then. I couldn't feel it, but I could hear it. I love the little sad noise. Yeah, you hear that little... love the sad little noises that it makes when you brake and it starts harvesting energy. Also a bit curious, like where are all the other cars in this session? Every other session so far, they've all been out there rear-ending me and trying to kill me, and this one, nowhere to be heard. I'm sad. Okay, so what this is telling me is I'm clearly not ready for the hypercar class by a long way. Jeez. The crash sound effects are a bit rubbish, considering the engine sounds are so incredible. Yeah, I'm struggling to just get this thing around the track. There's this combination of understeer and oversteer going on that I'm not particularly loving, and I know it's a skill issue, I know it's all me.
lap 2:29.83.
So where are we at? 250. Okay, so steering log's huge actually on this. Maybe that's why I'm not getting as much steering as I was expecting. The three cars all definitely feel very, very different from one another. That's for sure. So yeah, like there, I'm not at all under control. I can hear the tyres are telling me there's no grip, you're sliding. But the wheel is giving me nothing at all. Just the tiniest little lick of, yeah, there might be some force feedback. Just the tiniest hint. And I don't know if that's just because I'm nowhere close to pushing this car anywhere near its limits. If I just really attack this. Yeah, okay, so it does get a bit more as you go faster. But like these low speed corners, I really want to know what's going on. I could not feel the understeer. I knew it was happening, but the wheel wasn't telling me it was happening. And like here, so much understeer, but there's no feedback. Well, maybe that is the feedback. Maybe you get the feedback when you're grippy. So when it's super light, it's telling you, you ain't working those tyres, boy. Am I just trying to take these way too fast? Again, completely missed my braking because I was paying attention to something else. I was looking at the frame rate of the reflections on my car to the left there and noticing that they're at least half rate. Yeah, there's definitely something a bit buggy going on here because there are no other cars in this session. Now it gets even harder because where are the headlights? There we go. Because it's got dark and I don't know where I'm going, and the visibility in this particular car is not great. Yeah, okay. So Hypercar's definitely way beyond my skill level. Love that it's giving me a yellow flag and the only car on track is me, and I'm the reason for the yellow flag. Yeah. Yeah, this is not good. And again, totally not the game's fault. This is me just being shockingly bad. Well, have I broken something there? Is that a little display next to my rear view mirror? It's like a rear camera or something that I've broken because I've rear-ended my car into the wall. Okay, so this time, oh, speed limit is set on before I even get to the pits. Yeah, there are no cars. This is really odd. Did I inadvertently choose the wrong mode or something? No, it's a race weekend. Okay, that's kind of odd. All right, I think that'll do. That was a bit of a first look at the game. It's good. I like the slower classes. I'm clearly not good enough for the hypercars. The force feedback feels good, not outstanding, but good. And on the slower cars, I definitely was getting information to know, right, okay, you are pushing it too far, you need to countersteer now. I got absolutely nothing at all from the hypercars, and I'm hoping that's just because I'm rubbish, I'm driving it all wrong, and the information is there if you're actually capable of driving the car the way it's meant to be driven. Bugs wise, the menu one was a weird one, but that was it. That was the one bug. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. That was my very, very first experience at Le Mans Ultimate, and yeah, overall pretty decent.